Look at this. Look at this accountant. Oh my goodness, he and one LeBron. What the hell? You gonna get and one by finance, bro? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Two side to every story. Nigga be yapping, don't listen cause they be capping. Power the V8, pull up drag. Nigga be weird and I can't jack. How you let your brother get locked in traffic and act like it ain't happen? Life be sweet, these hoes fuck when you ride geek straight window down with caps. VV Park, this shit make Kiki drop. Straight hit from the back, no jab. Fucked up $250,000, I started investing, spending way more than stack. Money fix my problem, I let Ben Franklin catch him smash.
The yapping shit get easy, I done fucked around.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the episode of Ball Talk. We had originally planned to record once, I guess, each series is over. We'll record like an episode for each one. But I guess the Memphis series is over, as well as I think the Lakers are going out regardless of what happens in game 5. So yeah, we just said we'll come on for it. And yeah, so what are your thoughts?
I don't know if you guys can check the past episode. This, I'm not really surprised that the Lakers are on their way out. I'll definitely call this. I feel like the Memphis series was obvious as well, and the only series that's still a little bit interesting to me is Clippers Nuggets. I just don't see how the Clippers don't win, but it's just a matter of when.
Like, I did not even think the Nuggets would put up this much of a fight to begin with. I thought Clippers would be up like 3-1 right now, actually, but it is a bit more iffy because now the series is hindering on game 5. Whoever wins game 5. Like, I don't know, like right now it still feels like a 50-50 series, even though on paper I feel like the better team. Yeah.
It's a 50-50 series. So So I don't know. It depends on how game 5 goes, honestly. If Nuggets actually just take it off home, then it's still better than Kawhi.
Kawhi has been really good this series, in fact. Like, he's I never expected him to be this healthy going into the series, but I guess he's been showing the signs that he's back to full health. I feel because like I'm pretty sure a fully healthy Kawhi James and Zubac is a good enough team to at least make a deepish playoff run. I feel, and I feel like they don't. I don't know why they match up this evenly with the Nuggets because I feel if they played like I feel like a Memphis, even the Warriors as well, they have a better time running their actions, especially for Zubac inside. And the Nuggets, there's Jokic, and then AG also helps out quite a bit. And the scoring on the perimeter, they equally have competent-ish guard defenders as well as guards that can score on the other end. So it's like, yeah, everyone is like It's like it's like I don't know. It's like a stalemate, I feel, between the two teams.
Well, who?
Nuggets and Clippers right now.
I mean, regardless of, it doesn't matter. OKC is beating that. If it's Nuggets, like, OKC is sweeping them. If it's Clippers, it's going them 5 games to 6. Because Clippers, Clippers have goofed now. They should be up 3-1 right now. Not
Yeah, yeah,
they shouldn't be
bro,
tied. They
but
should be up
bro, but
3-1.
The Clippers have a reputation of being careless in playoff series. It doesn't mean they have to win. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
my
know.
point. No, I know. I mean, I expect them to win this series, but like I thought they would win this series in 5 games or six, or
They were supposed
in
to win
five
it in
games.
five.
Yeah, supposed to win it in 5, but like no, man. Kawhi's legs, Harden's legs. Now, okay, see you. Now, that next round is just over. I beg. That next
Bro,
round is over.
I think you're underestimating the
Don't
Clippers.
get me wrong. I want who the Nuggets. Nuggets are not going anywhere this postseason.
No,
Come on.
I'm talking about against OKC. No, the Nuggets, bro.
Against OKC.
Before this series started,
I didn't know for the
The moment the Nuggets drew the Clippers, I already considered them out. But against OKC, I
I don't
think
think they win one game against OKC. They won't win a single game against OKC. I think
the,
Clippers
the,
beat
the,
OKC.
the Clippers
But
will not.
I
The
trust
Clippers will not.
at this
Wait,
year, if yeah, I agree they won't win now. If they beat the Nuggets in five, I expect they would have beaten OKC in round two. But like now, I think OKC beats them in 5 or 6 games. Nuggets have zero no, they have zero shots. Nuggets have zero hope. They're
no,
like
but
this
like,
weekend.
but I think see what I'm saying is like, if you look at how this series has been going, right, bro, the
Mm,
Clippers are so deep, right? They're so deep
yeah,
offensively and defensively, and they're so versatile that like Kawhi hasn't really exerted much energy this playoff series. Neither has Harden. If you go back and watch film on all their buckets,
I didn't
bro,
I didn't look
like
just in game. I didn't have this game before.
no, if there's anybody that's going to be a problem, it might be Harden. But like the way Lu has coached this team so perfectly and has put them in excellent positions and spots offensively and defensively, they don't even seem like they've exerted any energy. Like
They
you
just
like
tied 2-2.
look at the end of the game. The only person that seems like he's in all this is Zuba because he has to like guard Jokic for like 40 minutes. And I don't think,
God, that is a very very loose word. Is Zubac even studying him?
bro,
Is Zubac actually doing anything?
I mean,
Jokic is
bro,
averaging a triple
we
double in
can,
this
but
series.
like,
I'm like,
we can clearly,
doing boys.
we can clearly tell.
He's not guarding him out. He's not
We
guarding.
can,
He's not guarding him at all.
no, I don't know if you're watching this series, but we can clearly tell that Zubac is making life difficult for Jokic, bro. Jokic,
36 plus
Jokic.
1 and 8 is difficult now, Nabi. That's
See,
crazy.
when you're going up against a Jokic, like I said, if you can get this man to go in his second move, eh,
Yeah.
yeah, if you're going up against a Jokic, if you can get that man to get in his second move and limit his playmaking in stretches, which the Clippers have done perfectly. Look at every run. He limits his playmaking because they don't believe guarding him 1v1. It's a tough duty for you for Zubac. Like I think you should pay attention to the body language in all this. The Clippers are comfortable letting Jokic go 1v1 with Zubac. They're just throwing bodies and hands in there. Like Jokic's 27, 15, and 10 has not had the same impact it has had in other series and other games. Bro,
It hasn't because it hasn't because his teammates are dog shit. His teammates are dog shit, so they can't do anything offensively.
It's the same teammates
Yeah, it's the
dominating
same
with.
teammates, but I agree. But MPJ has regressed. Westbrook is Westbrook. Christian Brown is not
No, okay.
experienced,
Think
and
about
Jamal Murray is on and off. I don't even know
it.
Murray. I don't know what he's doing on that team. To be honest, he's just on and off. The only good player, the only good teammates he has stood that have stood up consistently every game is Gordon. That's
Bro,
just all. You can't win.
bro,
You can't win with one. You can't win playing like. You can't win playing that way. Hmm?
like
I'm listening.
think about the question now on the Nuggets coming into the series. Like, just think about it from like a scouting report standpoint. Nothing has really changed in the Nuggets besides the fact that they just haven't evolved. They've been playing the exact same way, the exact same system, and I think the Clippers are just the one team. Kalu is the one guy that just has that whole stuff figured out. He just hasn't had the
Mhm.
team and the health to actually go and execute. But if you look at how they play Jokic and how they're guarding Jamal Murray and how they're handling the pick and roll, bro, I don't know why, like it's just so perfect. And I'm not even worried about those games, game one and game four. I just view it as Clippers carelessness. Like the only reason
Yeah, see,
I
because
said Clippers in six,
no. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Nuggets to win. I've been saying Clippers will win the series
yeah, but
because,
I'm
like,
saying
see now, for
what I'm
us
saying,
to win games in this series, yeah.
One thing.
Go ahead.
Why do you think OKC will be a problem? Why do you think OKC will be a problem?
No, I'm just saying because the way this series has gone on for too long, OKC will be too rested. They'll run over them. They'll
Bro,
run over, like if this series goes seven, like I think it's going to go seven right now, then OKC is going to sweep. If it's
hello? You said what? You
five,
said if OKC is going to
maybe.
swing them.
I said if not. I said no. I said if Nuggets sends thing to game seven, and then if Nuggets advance, OKC will sweep the Nuggets. If it's Clippers, OKC will win in five or six, five or
Yeah,
six.
I
But
agree that
I said,
OKC will beat them.
but I said if Clippers managed to do what I wanted them to do, if Clippers won this series in five, they would have beaten OKC in six. Like I have no doubt about that one. They would have beaten OKC in six. But at this rate now, I'm playing going 7 games in round one. Now they're not going to be, OKC has 1 week off. They have a week like sorry, no, they have 10 days off. Like,
Yeah,
oh
but
my Jesus Christ.
like it's not like you're going up against it's not like you're going up against one of those teams that just has 7 players that they are rotating. Bro, are you aware that this team has Ben Simmons waiting at 6'9" for defensive purposes only? Like, there's only one thing. Like think about something. You
Yeah,
can
no
doubt
problem.
you can
But then you're. Mhm. My
like
point is like I'm so okay. You're so okay. You're saying they have Simmons. Yeah, go ahead. Go. Tell
I'm
you
not
to
just
talk.
talking about that. I'm just talking about like their whole thing. Like they have a bunch of
Okay.
specialists. If you just look at their like, bro, how did Boban Danovic go from giving you almost zero impact in game one and game two to just turning the switch in game three and game four? Like they have players that can just get you heated on the road. They have a Norman Powell that can literally take off scoring load from your stars in the playoffs. Like
Yeah, but then
this.
yeah, after this series now, the issue is not even getting past the Nuggets. The issue is you get past the Nuggets in 6 or 7. Let's say
Yeah,
you're not
so
tired. You still be tired.
What like
But like
like
Clippers,
what energy do
OKC
you have
has
to go and play OKC? So
bro,
OKC
like
might not be the
OKC is
best
rest.
defensive team, but they're the worst by far to me. Aside Houston, they have the most physical guard defenders in the West. Like you're
Yeah.
playing against Ludots. Ludots might not stop Harden from dropping 20, but Harden will be crying
Just
dropping
enjoy
that
Kawhi.
20.
You will surely you
now, see,
just
now,
enjoy Kawhi
here,
in that series. So
here's the problem. Here's the problem. Right? You guys don't understand that in this series, you don't stopping Harden does not mean you slow down that offense. Because Ludo doesn't have to guard Harden 1v1. He has to constantly navigate the pick and roll. That's why, bro, they don't have perimeter defenders. They have Watson that can literally just stand and shuffle in front of anybody. But the problem is Harden is so good at baiting you into that pick and roll, baiting you into that first screen. Navigating that pick and roll as a guard is going to be a problem. And as a big, if you drop, he's so good at staying in front of a defender. If you move wherever you're sending the help from, Harden is an elite passer. So taking away Harden's scoring in this particular team, how it built with the shooting and the offense they have around them, isn't really going to do anything. So don't think the two teams, if you want, the two teams I said people slept on this playoff, Clippers and Timberwolves. Bro, watch this team. These teams figured out something in the West and they're exploiting it. And nobody has still figured it. They are using their wings in a very, very funny way defensively. And the people that you're worried about slowing them down, scoring, not even trying to score. Like I'm sorry, Julius Randle hasn't really been aggressive. His main in this series not really been to attack the basket. So all that depending on Julius Randle to
yeah,
choke
because
scoring wise. You know, do you get what I'm saying? Harden will give you 12 points.
because
He will give you 12 points against OKC. And bro, he will control that offense. He will control that offense so well that bro, Lou Dort will feel helpless. Because bro, you don't understand what
oh
Zubac
my
is
god,
doing around that basket. You don't understand what Zubac is doing around that basket. And the
I
fact
don't.
that you just have to wire and waiting on the bench.
I
Like
just.
this is
I just. I
playoff.
just. I just.
Yeah.
I see. I just think is that people are not looking at OKC's roster and seeing they have stacked defenders there. Yes, Caruso. Yes, Caruso. Shea is a very, very good defender. Caruso, Shea, Ludort, fantastic defenders. It's a good defensive pick.
Yeah, but
Also,
what can they
then every
down to one?
but then every single starter they have there, every single starter can go off for 20 points or more, except Dot anyway. But
You
four
can
of their
say this.
starters are going for 20 points any game. They
You can say the same shit.
what? They the
No,
they
Norman Powell is not
oh
as
my
good a
god.
defender as
Apart from
Caruso
no,
or Dot
he's not
or
yeah,
Jalen.
and
20.
he's not even that consistent. He's not that consistent now. What did he average this season? J-Dub average 20, how many points did J-Dub even average? So 23 points, right? This season. How many points did he average?
Well, we'll see. See, what I'm saying is, let's see what J Dub does in the clutch when you put him against. Let's see what happens. But Trey is going to
J-Dub
score
won't
shit.
be on Kawhi. J-Dub will be,
Trey is going to
J-Dub will
score
be
shit.
on, sorry, don't be on Kawhi. Don't worry. You know,
No,
forget,
no,
don't be on Kawhi.
I'm saying when I'm saying when what do you
Yeah,
call it?
yeah. Okay, yeah. So
When
I have it now.
When Kawhi is
J-Dub
checking
average
J Dub,
20.
yeah, when Kawhi is checking that nigga in the fourth quarter in the clutch,
Yeah.
Kawhi is checking him. Let's see what he does.
Mm-hmm.
Like, see, right now I
He
can't make
passed
sense.
the ball to SGA. Like, then who is stopping SGA there?
At that
Like,
point,
So
I feel like
J-Dub, so J-Dub
when they are
average
blitzing, when they
21,
are
5
blitzing,
and 5. Right? But, okay.
no problem, no problem. I don't think you guys have seen with defensive schemes Tyreek can throw for playoff
You
series.
don't understand. See,
We
I
will
was
see.
on. See, I remember on our original, the first pod for these playoffs. I said Clippers are going to the Western Conference Finals. So, like, I'm very sure I
No,
said that.
my whole point
Still, they go
against
to
you.
West Finals.
My
My
whole point against
my
you.
point.
Team is not that deep.
Uh,
My whole point against you is that fatigue can't play a big role when you have
nah,
11 players that you can play.
this guy. But in the playoffs, you're not playing. You're not going 11 players deep now. You're going 7 to 8 deep.
That's what the Clippers are
Everybody
doing.
plays.
The Clippers are going 11 players deep. They'll do that at home, especially.
Yeah,
They might not do that on the road,
Kawhi,
but they'll do that at home.
But Kawhi and Harden are still averaging 35 minutes more now, aren't they? They're still averaging above 35 minutes now.
Yeah,
Again.
yeah, but see, what I'm saying,
Exactly. So my point is that if they were up three, okay.
no, like, let me hear you. Let me
I'm
hear you.
just saying, okay,
What do you say?
okay. I'm just saying like, if they won game one, like they shouldn't have turned. I don't know what the fuck they did in the final 2 minutes of that game. Like that's fine. If they won game one, up 3-1, I'll say okay, yeah, fine. They're going back to Colorado. They're ending this thing in 5 games. Then we can all say, I'll say okay, yes. They can mark the Clippers for whether the Clippers send whatever scheme they have at them. That's if it's going 6 games or whatever. But like now, extending this series because okay, Nuggets will try their best. Like Nuggets know that they are the worst team in this matchup. They know they're the worst team. They will try their best to win at home. If Nuggets win game five, this series is going 7 games. Like
Bro,
undoubtedly,
see,
it is going
see,
7 games.
see.
Surely, like it's actually
This
going
thing,
7. And if it goes seven,
the whole rest of this series has nothing to
yeah,
do with this one Nuggets series. The rest of how this series is going to go has nothing to do with the Nuggets. Like,
I
bro,
beg.
it has nothing to do with the Nuggets. It's just Jokic can go for 50, 20, and 20. It doesn't matter, bro. The only thing is the Clippers we don't execute when they're supposed to, or we didn't just settle down and turn the ball over. Because those first 2 quarters of game four, no, no, you could just tell that they didn't come to play. Like the Clippers didn't really turn their engine on until the third quarter. You get what I'm saying? Like this whole series is just depending on how serious the Clippers will take the next 2 games. And bro, my prediction is Clippers will six. And I think they're going to walk into OKC, throw game one away, get game two in OKC. And then at that point, they have, they have room to play again. It's just what the Clippers are going to do. But they will get one game on the road for sure.
Like
Mm.
at the end of the day, I still have like Clippers making it either they lose in six or they win in like six or seven. Like it's still, I'm not still clear of how it goes. But what I'm pretty sure of is if Nuggets win this game tomorrow, I'm more confident they lose than they win the series against OKC. Because like at the end of the day, even if they
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
come out force or they don't come out whatever, it's not just because they don't want to, it's because of they are not as fit, maybe they are tired, maybe they did not come to play. You can't afford to not come to play against the best team in the Western Conference that is already more rested than every other team they are going to face. And if you're still going to play them, you eventually play them 6 or 7 games minimum. So you're still going to get tired again in that series. You're still going to get hardened, orchestrating the offense, whatever. But then the claw is not, they're not going to leave claw. If they have to double claw, they will double claw. If they have to double James, you double James.
You double now you pay. Like with this team, you double power, you pay.
Or what's worst case? Claw gets hurt being guarded by Ludot.
If you get hurt, throw this whole, you can throw the whole people's team down the drain. Something that you can throw all of it doesn't matter anymore. But like the fact that this team can just move on its own and win and function and have Kawhi just standing in the corner. Have multiple possessions where Kawhi is just standing in the wing. Kawhi is not even participating in this offense, and the offense is moving so smoothly. Like, I don't see what OKC can throw at them. Like, I literally don't see a world,
I was just
any
becoming a producer.
adjustment OKC can throw that will literally alter the series. Like, alter that series in the bread and butter of the but, bro, okay, let's be honest. If it comes down to it, who do you trust more? Kawhi or SGA? The playoff.
Right now,
Kawhi.
right,
I'm telling you, Kawhi is gonna kill OKC.
Down to it, who do you trust more? Kawhi or Shea?
He's he's beating down the Celtics.
um,
You
He's
see,
beating. He doesn't get injured. He's
bro,
beating down the Celtics.
Chef. I don't know if you were here. I don't know if you were here when I said Kawhi was going to be the best player in this series, regardless of what the stat says. And
but
Yeah,
he's
people were
not now. What
Kawhi's
the fuck
not.
are you saying?
bro, are you seeing how every fucking time
Bro,
like
Kawhi last game shot 7 for 21. But like, what are we doing now in this game
is
for?
there is there is
Like,
there is
what are
there
we
a way
doing?
is there is there a way is there a way we can watch film? Is there a way we can actually like
To share film.
watch like
I mean,
yes
there's Debo breakdown on YouTube, I guess.
like
It goes about what the game is.
literally
Bro,
we can
I
literally bro they are navigating their offense like the Nuggets are playing their offense to get away from Kawhi. Like, do you understand how deep it is to impact a series offensively and defensively this well? Like, well, I don't know. Like, honestly, I think we can actually just watch film. Like, after this podcast, we can actually just sit down and watch film. We can all day, and we can watch this whole series.
I don't know. Like I don't know who the best player in this series is Jokic, right? But like the player that will lead them to
Guys,
win
what are you doing, bro?
is like I don't know. I don't like if Kawhi wins, if the Clippers win, you say Kawhi was the best player, like because he took their team to the next round. But like
No, no. I think everyone expects Clippers to win because see the two games they've lost it by combined 4 points off of fluky plays, like off of fluky. The first game, their game one loss was luck. Their game four was a beating loss was also luck too. Like Nuggets have literally they've like if you watch like this all the games in the series now, Nuggets haven't really been impressive outside of Jokic. The rest of them are not. Nah, they've gotten bailed out twice. I don't think it's going to happen in seven, like over the course of the remaining 3 games. But like, I mean, who knows? I think Nuggets Clippers would have won the series easily. The fact that it's extended so far, is, like, he's not even took herself. It's just luck and fluke, serious fluke. Like, what were the odds that the ball was going to rebound over that left the left half? This guy will be directly under there, get the less than 1 second dunk to walk off the game. Oh, come on now. Like, come on. Nuggets have been like, yeah, I don't think so.
You don't think the Nuggets' plan was to shoot that in the shot clock, like in the game clock?
It was a bad angle. It was not going in now.
But like,
I think what was going on in Joker's mind was that okay, Jamal is useless this game. He hasn't done shit. Braun is off. MPJ is injured. Let me just go for the three. It's a tie game, 9 seconds to go.
no, bro. See, bro, the Nuggets knew,
If it doesn't go in, it's overtime.
the
He
Nuggets
did not
knew.
know. He just knew it was the tie
Bro,
game. So he said, okay,
they do this shit on time again where literally,
come on.
literally,
He did not know he would get.
their plan was to get that ball. Like, see,
You can't
they
say that.
didn't picture that.
It wasn't even a pass.
Going. They didn't
Nah.
picture that going the way we did. But bro, their
What did they do that for? Jesus.
their plan at best, bro, was to get Jokic to shoot that ball early, and Aaron Gordon would be at least there for back or a rebound.
Their
Bro,
plan was going to, it was the tie game. The plan was going to be tie game. It doesn't enter.
They do this shit.
Nah.
I'm telling you, they do this shit.
They said this is the first buzzer beating back down since 19 what?
I'm not talking about the dog. Aaron Gordon dunking that is just personal ability. But bro, the Clippers, the Nuggets literally shoot, they shoot, they get the shots off early in that moment, knowing that if they miss, Aaron Gordon will be there for pullback or rebound. Like the main reason
No, and I'm saying
early,
and I'm saying I disagree that the only reason he took that shot early is because what was it, 8 seconds, right? He said we're going to overtime. It's a tie game. Overtime, why make it simple? And he just happened to carry. Oh my god, bro, come on now, come on. Look, like what kind of luck was that? Perfectly boxed out. I don't know how the ball even went to that extreme end of the left. Jesus Christ. Kind of serious goddamn luck not get started in these 2 games. The ball is crazy.
bro, like, see, I get that it is luck. You know what I'm saying?
Like
The ball fell down in the perfect position for him to just put it in and the exact time. But bro, you can't ignore that the Nuggets literally put Gordon in situations like this. They put him under the rim and just try to get a quick shot off.
He has to be there to get the rebound now. Like, who else will be there? Is the MPJ that will be down there?
Bro, every like they knew Kawhi was going to be Murray, so they got the shot off quick.
Yeah, no more.
Who else is going to rebound that shit when Jokic is having Zubac Murray?
Zubac was down there, right? Wasn't he down there?
Zubac was having Jokic, and Kawhi was a Murray. Like, only smart to put the ball off quick because nobody else under their can even contest Aaron Gordon for the rebound. Bro, the person who was under there was him.
Yeah. That's what I was under there.
You think in a playoff series, they will just give this nigga the ball and just have people standing places just to be standing there. Like, bro, everything happening the way it happened. It was luck. Bro, time after time again, we've seen the Nuggets run it. Aaron Gordon is always in that position.
You could see the look of relief on Joker's face. I was like, this nigga was so relieved.
He knew he was in trouble. Because if that shit went to overtime, bro, the deeper team would have just
Not just
won.
forgetting lose that thing.
I can't wait I'm honestly tired of this first round. I can't wait for the second round. I can't wait to see that OKC series. Guys,
Warriors, please just go up 3-1 tonight. I beg. I don't want to hear stories. Just go up 3-1 tonight.
I don't even.
Of course, isn't that what I said now?
does it even matter?
We'll skip game 3. We'll win game 3. But
Does it matter what the Warriors do in this series? You think they can beat the team?
I think they
I
can.
know
I would prefer us to
Timberwolves easily.
play Lakers, but
I'm not even
Timberwolves we
obviously,
can
but you
beat
know, like
Timberwolves.
easily. Nah, easily. Timberwolves, as long as him is healthy, easily. Lakers' problem is that they don't have any. They have zero wing defenders outside of LeBron. So McDaniel is having the series of his career. Daniel has scored 20 plus points in like in 3 games, 3 out of 4 games so far. Nah, bro, come on. In the
And they're
Warriors series,
playing
it is not
local
going to
ISO
happen.
ball in the fourth quarter
The
for
Warriors
some
series,
reason.
it is not going to happen. Warriors series, it cannot happen. Jimmy, Draymond, um, GP2, they will take turns.
Mostly,
They will rotate guarding.
nah.
Yeah, Moody. They rotate guarding. What's his name? They rotate guarding McDaniels and Ant. Obviously, Joker is sorry, not Joker. This guy Rudy is a non-factor in the next round. Serious non-factor. No one is going to
In
get him.
on
If he
offenses,
wants to go off,
well, on
if he
defense,
wants to go off
definitely
for,
where
if
that.
he wants to go off for, if he wants to go off for 30 points, 20 rebounds, he's a non-factor in that series. Like offensively. So when they're on offense, it's basically 4 on 5. No one cares about Rudy. If you don't stand in the dunker spots throughout, by all means, go ahead. No one cares about him. Our problem in that series, just contain our wing defenders, Moody, GP2, Jimmy, Draymond, contain McDaniels and Ants. And we're good.
Games. Games.
I'm not worried about Timberwolves at all, like because Timberwolves are not even as physical as the Rockets itself. So like I'm perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I think I think Curry would even average more points in that series itself.
Problem.
They keep playing drop
I have
on Steph in Minnesota for some reason. I'm
Timberwolves.
pretty sure they change it up,
I'm not.
but I don't know
I don't know why
because
you know. Yeah, they'll change it up. I think. See what's happening now is that obviously because they can't send Conley to guard Steph, it's not possible. I think either Ant or
Edwards will
McDaniel
probably
will.
guard. Yeah,
Wait,
If
wait.
Edwards does that
And
one,
or
like if
McDaniel.
Edwards does
You don't
if
think
Edwards does that, then he will.
you don't think the Timberwolves
Huh?
will live with Steph going?
They like it
Leave
doesn't
with
matter
Curry.
what you want. You
No,
can't put
you don't get.
Conley
You
as your
don't. The
primary
point is,
defender, regardless of
yeah,
what
you
Steph is
can't
going
be.
to do.
You
ISO,
can't.
screen,
And the
pick
point
and
is,
roll.
somebody has to chase. Somebody has. It's not even that. So, someone has to chase Curry to 40 minutes in the game. Someone has to do that.
Yeah,
And whoever is commented to
we
the
know,
game,
we know, we know who
you
is
know,
going to do that.
obviously, yeah.
The only,
Who?
the
Is it
only,
Anton
the only,
McDaniels?
no,
Who now?
the only
Yeah.
person has close to the conditioning to do that. Katie McDaniel.
You see,
Katie
exactly.
McDaniel.
So if McDaniel
So
is
that's your best
fine,
defender.
you
And
get
your best
okay. No, no,
defender
no,
is out
no,
of
no.
the
No,
picture.
wait. Come. That's fine. If McDaniel does that, I mean, you guys talking about him scoring above 15 points in this series. Because this one has been like this 20, 25 points has been in the Lakers series. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
happening again.
yeah. See,
His energy will
bro,
be expended
bro,
completely. Say, okay, no, I'm not
bro.
worried. Yeah, yeah.
See, the Timberwolves actually want to have a chance, right? To like advance
Yeah.
and make a deep run like last time. But
Mm-hmm.
like some point your second option is going to have to start scoring like your second option.
So who
You
is
know what
the
I'm saying?
option in that team?
Bro,
That's the
who
issue. Randall.
else is
Randall
the
is
second
really good.
option? You guys can't just say somebody will just come and think of an entire series. Like, bro, like at this point, you are dreaming. This point, you are dreaming. You're like Lakers fans. You're
Who are
just
you?
dreaming.
Who are you saying? No, wait. You're not getting my point. Ant can get his whole 30, whatever it is. But the rest of them are not doing that in this series. That's just my Ant can go off for 40, 45. The rest of them are not doing that in this series. Yeah, yeah.
Besides Jimmy and Curry, you know what I'm saying? What other production is there around this team that has you guys so confident? Like,
What's the other
See,
production?
it's not about production. It's about what Corey is going to generate. When Corey when Corey is dragging two defenders to himself, we're basically playing 4-on-3.
Is
It doesn't matter whether we get
well, you can't say they are more likely to execute than not. That's the thing.
please come. Self, like this game. No, it's not. It's not about. Am I playing the game with them? I mean, fine. I can talk. Am I playing the game with them?
No,
It's
see,
on the team. I can talk on how I want to talk.
no, the problem is that the Warriors actually believe this shit. Like, that's the fucking problem. Like, right now, see,
Why would they believe it?
Here's the thing:
I'm
the
very, very
Warriors played the
confused.
Timberwolves four
What?
times this year. Aside game one, the Warriors
Forget about that
won
one.
easily every of the other three
No,
games.
forget about that one. Forget about that one. Wait, who in that team? Who in the next round series? Okay. So like the best player in that in the next series is Steph, obviously. After
it's
Steph
not
is now
obvious.
France.
It's not obvious. It's not obvious.
Who is better
Those
than
two,
Steph in that series? So who's better than
those guys really outplay Steph in that series.
Is he do what? We'll see it happen now. I don't know why we're arguing so much. We'll see it happen now. If he do it right, we'll see him do it now. There's no wahala.
Bro,
Aside that first
But
game of the
bottom line is
season, there's been one game I've
forget
ever
about forget.
watched with my
let
two
me
eyes that Anthony Edwards has outplayed Steph in my entire lifetime. I'm serious.
See, wait, himself. Let's leave that regular season like because I'm sorry to them out like 3 out of 4 games, right? It was a blowout.
The Timberwolves in the regular season. Like, bro,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but
right
like
now,
he
the
won
Warriors
2 of those games without Jimmy
So
Butler. It was just Steph and
guy
the
without Jimmy,
non-products.
that team is not see. The thing is
Like
that as long as Gobert continues to play heavy minutes in that team, they're not and J-Mark continues to chase step
so
up and down,
this is why I feel
they're not going
if
anywhere.
the Warriors want
I
to
don't know
do,
what
they
I'm
have
looking
to do. You bring Steph is bringing the ball up, screen, switch to Rudy. Rudy is not going to stay, so they are doubling Steph on that particular action every single time.
they have to double step. They have to
Because you
double
can't leave
they
Rudy
have
on
to like they
Steph.
don't
It's not going to happen. All you need is one switch to Steph on Rudy. Steph averages 70% when guarded by big, 70% scoring on any shot he takes when being defended by a big man. Like you can't leave anybody on Steph that is above a certain height. So Rudy Gobert, regardless of how good you are on defense, they are switching. If they switch to him,
I
they
think
have to double.
I think the thing is I think except I think the thing is that people have seen and average what now? We average 36 points and I've been
Anthony Edwards might give you 36,
against
but
no
I'm
no no
telling you,
no
he's not
no
winning that
that's not my
series.
point. The point is that Edo is doing it against a team that has zero. Bro, they have zero perimeter defenders. They have
Who?
no
Yeah,
defenders
exactly.
are because they can't play Vando heavy minutes. Vando gives them a lot of offense. So
Randall is a great
Vando is
defender,
not
but like
important.
he can't.
I
This is
said
this thing he
Vando.
has been
I didn't say
playing.
Vando. I
Oh,
said Vando.
Vando.
I said Vando. They
Oh,
can't
oh,
play in
oh,
heavy minutes because on offense. I didn't say Rondo. I said Vando.
oh, oh, oh.
He doesn't do anything for the Lakers like on offense. So they can't. So that's why he's not even playing well this series. So he's not even playing much in this series. So they have to now. So they have to. They have no. Okay, the center one is never a big problem now because
please, can you guys promise me that after every game you'll be available to stream?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
available to
20 minutes, yeah, sure.
negative.
Shoot,
Like I'll
let
definitely
David
promise you.
finish so you can talk. Cause
I am like if Lakers, all right. If Lakers, because I don't that team now the way they're looking now is like they're even the worst team in the West. Like right now, if Lakers can somehow manage to just win Game 5 somehow, maybe drag Game 6 to overtime. I know they'll still, but like just do something special for me. Just waste as much time as possible. I don't care who we face in round 2. Timberwolves, Lakers, like I don't really care who we face. Warriors in 5 or 6. So Warriors in 6. Just win one game on the road. Take 2 at home. Alternative
stream.
money reasons.
So,
This
so
thing.
what happens? What happens assuming you guys go to 6 or 7 games? Or fatigue doesn't apply to the Warriors.
Go
it's the
7 games
same
against
thing. But like,
against who? You
if
go to
we're
7 games
equally,
against who? Wait,
if
against who?
we're
Against
equally,
who?
no, let's say we go to 7 games. Like, let's entertain that
Against
for
who now?
example.
Against which team?
Rockets,
Against
Rockets.
which
Let's say
team?
we go 6-7 against
Against
Houston.
Rockets. No,
Let's
that's
just
horrible.
imagine
That's
that,
very horrible.
like, but
Wow.
it's
I can't
it's
imagine
worst
that one.
case,
That's
but it's
horrible.
possible. It's possible.
Oh, wait.
Ah,
But
God
like,
forbid. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
that's
it's
bad.
possible.
Can't
It's
go 7
possible.
games against Houston.
You guys think the Warriors they don't get to won their last game in this series?
No, I think they win one more, and I
No,
think
I
that's where
think
it
I think
ends.
they'll win game
But
five now.
So
They'll
then
win game
you
five
go
at
six.
home.
So you go 6 games.
yeah, 6 games is where I think we're going.
You're going for your 6th game on the road.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So
wait, too. Actually, no,
Wait, wait.
sorry, not really.
After this game,
If Jimmy is wait, Jimmy is back, right?
yeah. No, sorry. sorry, you're 6 games.
No, I think we. I
No,
think we.
we
I think
should
no.
win
Honestly,
if
I
Jimmy comes
think
back. But if he does or he doesn't,
should we. If Jimmy is
we
back for
can still go to
if Jimmy is back
six.
for if Jimmy is back if Jimmy is not yet back for game 4, then so we're going to 6 games. If Jimmy is back for game 4, why?
David was saying something, I think, about the series, the Warriors symbols. I guess
Yeah, you somebody can somebody explain to me how that helps to explain to this shit more than the gym. Like,
no, this is
let's
not
do
what
it
I'm
every
even saying.
time.
Yes, but like my main factor for why I think the Warriors walk out. I'm not saying we dominate, I'm not saying we cakewalk, but I'm saying how many games this goes to. The team that's coming out of the series is Golden State, in my opinion. The reason why is because I was even going to prefer Golden State to the Lakers, just based off the psychological. But watching the play by play, play after play, the best lineup, the what's the word? The Wolves can use is using a double big lineup because Golden State are traditionally small. They are small on average. They are undersized at every position. So you play Nas, you play Rudy, you play Mike, you play Jaden, you play okay, you don't obviously won't play. You play you play Nas, Rudy, Randall, Jaden, and so Mike is not playing. But you need to switch everything because the best way for Steph to score is to be walk on any big man, whether it's in isolation, whether he uses another screen to get by, whether he's passing
Yeah.
off. I think Steph is a smarter ISO player than Luca right now. Because if Steph is not getting what he wants, Steph is passing that ball up and he's calling for the screen. Steph doesn't need to exploit ISOs because he's much better exploiting matchups. That's one thing I've noticed about Steph's game. Steph is rarely ever going to resort to the ISO because not because he can't score, but because it makes less sense to do that when he can get an easier opportunity. When he scores on the there was a layup he hit in the second or third quarter. He was back to Van Vliet. One step, he's now facing Van Vliet. Two step, he's facing his angle toward the rim on Fred. No screen, no nothing. That matchup is easier for him because Fred is nowhere near as fast, and Fred is already expecting Steph to pop flare back outside or call for a screen. Steph immediately in this is like 3 or 4 steps. Steph is now straight to the rim, lay up over Adams, bucket he scored. The next time after, where he scored on Dylan Brooks, calls for a screen, immediately gets to half court. He goes on Dylan, crossover, step back three. If he doesn't want, if he doesn't like what he's seeing on offense, he's going to pass that ball up every time. That's my issue that I had with JJ. Luca was already sick. Luca was already tired. Luca is not supposed to be running isolation hoops all fourth quarter. Run some plays for LeBron, who has been carrying you for these last games that Luca has been sick. Run some
Bro,
plays like that, especially the game before this last one, man. Bro is dying out there, man. Like he's playing defense. Like I'm not saying play defense like this in like 2 years. Like he's trying. Yeah, he's try harding. He's shooting better. Like he's not shooting. He's shooting threes at a higher clip than I expected him to, given the growing pain he had at the start. Like, but back to what I'm saying, the Timberwolves, whether or not they have better matchups, I think they match up better. They match up. Lakers are not as good of a defensive matchup as the Warriors. Is what me I'm trying to say as my big selling point for why the Warriors win. At the end of the day, on defense, Steph is not guarding Anthony Edwards originally. Steph will stay in front of Anthony Edwards if he has to, but he was not going to be the one that is guarding him. You're going to start being guarded by Moses Moody, Gary Payton, or if they want, if Anthony Edwards is too much of an issue, they're going to start putting Draymond on him at some point. Ant is going to give us 20 minimum 25 points, max 30, 35. That's my range, ceiling and floor for this series. But I'm thinking he's giving us around 28 on average. So he's giving us 28 points a night. He's not going to take every shot. He's going to pass the ball up. But let's say he is they're run the offense too hard. You bring in Moody and you bring in Moody and what's this guy? Moody and GP to double now. You immediately double from half court, so Art passes the ball up, which has become a good facet of his game. Prior to this season, in whenever you double him, he keeps like, I don't know whether it's a young player thing or something. He couldn't sure make the right decision out of double teams, but he has done it at a very high level and very consistently this year, which is something I like. I like seeing that development in his game. He can now play out of double. So he's played out of double. Now they're working a 4-on-3. So the two defenders that are not there, we have big. So it's Draymond, you have Steph, and you have, we're probably going to be playing Jimmy. So Draymond, Steph, and Jimmy against McDaniels, Reed, Rudy, and Randall. If the ball gets to Randall and he's on Steph outside, he's most likely going to take that shot from deep or from long mid range, which you would live with. If the person shoots in is McDaniels is essentially working one on one on Draymond before the rotations occur.
Yes, I
Like
don't know. I don't know whether you meant okay.
what?
Yeah,
What do you say, sir?
but sense.
I can't
Yeah,
hear you, sir.
disconnected.
Oh, okay. I was saying that like I prefer the defensive matchups
Where are
for
we
the
right now? Like,
Warriors to the
are
Lakers.
we
That's
still
what me I'm
arguing
saying.
about
I'm not even like arguing. I'm saying like regardless of
Warriors?
what happened,
Sorry, Warriors.
I think baseline Warriors are a better defensive team than the Lakers. Like by every metric, we're a top. Since Jimmy Butler came, we are the best defensive rated team in the NBA. Since Jimmy came,
Since Jimmy
like
came, but
number one. We're number one in steals
right?
and deflections since Jimmy came. We're number one defensive
Team
ratings since
different.
Jimmy came. Like
Yeah.
this team is not like it's not 2023 that they could like that they are struggling to defend. The Jerry Stackhouse since he came, we've been defending much better this year. Like, do you know what Steph is holding every Rockets player to on average? He's holding them to 34% shooting, and he's holding them to 20% from three. Steph, like, this is Steph giving you what he can give you, everything he can give you on defense while being strong at distance. Obviously, Steph is not going to stop Ant. Ant is a bigger player than him, and Ant is a elite scorers can't be stopped at the end of the day. But you're still going to make it more difficult than Luca was making it. You're still going to make it because Ant is eating Luca right now. Anytime Ant catches Luca, either off the switch or he's catching him one on one, or anything like he's eating him, it's not going to be as easy to do that to anybody on the Warriors roster. Anthony Edwards, I'm giving him all the praise in the world because I like the guy and he's an elite scorer. But eventually, he's not going to be on the floor. Eventually, they're going to be bench points against bench points. The best bench player, in my opinion, on the Timberwolves is Nasri. At least that's the player that I feel like can have the most influence. But you can't bring Nasrid as much as you want to use your size advantage against the Warriors, you also have to realize that that's a disadvantage when you're going the other way. Same reason why Houston isn't running. Uh, he's removing Steven Adams from the game prior to the 2 minute mark in the quarters. Because at the end of the day, you can always play Hake Rudy if you can't get any stops. You can play Hake. We're playing Hake Steven Adams up until the second 2 minute mark in each quarter. Foul Steven Adams. On average, you make one out of two, 0 out of 2 if we're lucky, 2 out of 2 if we're unlucky. So now you're getting 1 or 2 points back on the board every time down the floor you foul him. So you take him out of the game. Or even worse, you leave him and Shengun on the floor, which they don't do anymore. They started with that in game one and they stopped it by the fourth quarter because you can't switching everything. You need players that can switch everything. Because once you call for that screen, unless you have someone that can at least run with him, you're going to have to suffer. You can't put Naz and Rudy on the floor together because one of them has to be able to stay on Steph. either off ball or on ball. And it's not possible because they are too big to move at the same rate he does. A couple screens here and there and it's over. And more importantly, Timberwolves are not as physical. And Timberwolves have played Steph a lot lighter. In fact, they're one of the first teams that I noticed playing drop coverage on Steph this season, especially after that game one. Even game one, they played drop coverage, but they still beat us. Game two, three, four. Like, I know his playoffs is different than the regular season, but this is what you've employed. This is what has given you, I guess, your best like outcomes. But this guy is still giving you his best efficiency because you're playing this system that favors him. So if you're switching up the system now, aren't you limiting your defensive players? Aren't you limiting your your bigs? You're limiting your defensive player of the year. Rudy Gobert gave him all this credit. He was playing very well on Luka on the perimeter. Oh, he can't Steph 1-on-1, Steph pass, screen, run back, screen, run around, run baseline. Rudy can't do that. And if you switch on to Rudy, you need to keep being able to switch. Because Steve Kerr, for all the criticism I give him that he's a bad coach or whatever, he knows at the very least, get Steph on a big and you're getting points on the board whatever happens. If Steph passes the ball up, it's a wide open shot. The only thing is, can these guys consistently make, which is my biggest issue, and also has been the biggest issue with the Warriors. These players that are not Steph, that are not Jimmy, how often can they score? How often can they create for themselves, especially when Steph is off the floor? Which was a big problem against Houston because last game we played them, when Steph was not on the floor, the team outputted 35 points a game. That is literally saying you can't output half of the average point style in the NBA without one person on the floor. Last game, up until the third quarter, when Steph was not on the floor, the Warriors produced 0 points. That is still the biggest issue for the Warriors for me, especially when Jimmy is not around. Hopefully, he's around for the entire Timberwolves series. But if he's not around till game two or something, maybe this injury is worse than it's making it look. That's when I see we're in trouble. But I still have the Warriors beating the Timberwolves if we beat Houston in 6 or 7 games. 7 games, more ideal for whoever wins OKC Clippers. But 6 games is where I think we Warriors walk away with. But that's just my own opinion on it.
Next round matchups right now. I just need us to win tonight. We should comfortably, I imagine. We should win comfortably, I imagine. Demoralized system, even though they will be because if we win tonight, they'll be all hyped to like get 1 or 2 at least and extend the series. But by all means, we have to try. Jimmy and Steph really have to. They really have to try and just end this thing in 5 in Houston. So we can have how many days off? Maybe 4 days off. Pre-Timberwolves Lakers goes to a game 7. Praying. It's not possible, but like hopefully it does go to a game 7. And whoever wins will have the rest advantage on them. Still game 1, it's fine. Lose game 2, defend home, and see how it goes from there.
That's what.
I really hope we understand in 5. Like 5 is just ideal. 6, I mean, I know we ended by 6, but like, can do it in 5 because this team is too physical. They are too like the physicality is too much. So the longer it goes, the more I'm holding my breath, Steph's legs and ankle.
This is pretty bad, I guess. I don't know, man. Like, I'm hoping we don't sustain any other injuries throughout the series, and I'm hoping like this Jimmy stuff doesn't what they call it, doesn't what's the word?
Really affect him.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
affects the aggressiveness.
I mean, but when Steph was out with this tailbone condition, he missed how many games? Just 2 games, right?
Yeah, he was
So
back
came back.
pretty quick.
He was back in like 5 days. He was back in 5 days or so, and he dropped at some points then. This one too, Jimmy has had 5 days off because thank God the gap between game 2 and game 3 was like 3 days.
Yeah, it was for some reason.
Yeah, so like basically, yeah, Jimmy has had 6 days off, I think, 6 days or 5 days, so he should be okay, you know. Like this, the postseason, everybody seems to playing through something. You really need to play like all life depends on you tonight. It can't be like a this stuff because that King series. Remember the King series, right?
Yeah,
In 2023, the King series
yeah.
I went 7 games. Kings now. We came back with like we were down 2-0, came back 3-2. Should have won at home. Got blown out by like 30 points.
For
Oh
some
God.
weird reason.
Yeah, for some weird reason, like got blown out by 30 points. Came back 1 game 7. Then was everybody was now too gassed by the next round against the Lakers. Everybody was just gassed. It was like, no fair. So we can't afford to be complacent tonight on game 5. Just take care of business. Put this team out of their misery. I beg. This team can like we need to. Oh my God, we need to just end this series. End the series. Get 3 days off. And get back on it.
Like, if we keep going to what's the word, to 7, like it
Nah.
doesn't matter even if you don't get injured, the physicality alone will be
Yes.
will take a
Yes.
toll on these guys
I
eventually.
agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree. If this thing goes 7, our conference finals chances are just gone. Now it's gone. Can't afford to go. We can't afford to go 2-2 tonight. We need to go up 3-1. 3-1 at the minimum. 3-1. So that if you're losing game 5, like you can just try
Okay.
to just pack it in early. Just rest
Yeah.
everyone early in game 5. But losing because that was what happened that 2022 now. Game 5 in Memphis. I think by third quarter,
Everybody
everyone
was
was on the
out.
phone.
Just take the
Everyone
lockdown.
was out. Yeah. So like just so exactly like just take that one off. That it happens in game 5. But like tonight, no, lock in. Everyone looking because the game 4 turnaround is very short. Game 4 is one day. Game 4 is
Yeah,
just one
every
day.
game to this series ends is one day in
Just
Israel.
one game, right? Yeah, game.
Yeah,
So
to this
can't.
series.
Yeah, one game. We can't afford to lose tonight. We just can't. It's already set now.
Yeah,
What
really
everyone
good.
expected to happen is happens. Yeah, I mean, sure,
We
the
got
Pistons were wrong.
yeah,
Pistons were wrong to lose
business
game 4. Played they were clearly wrong. They should be going back to New York tied 2-2.
three
They are
one,
robbed,
right?
not down. Yeah, it's 3-1 now, but they should be tied
Jeez.
2-2, and it's crazy because the refs even came out after the game. The refs came out and said, "Sorry, we missed we missed that call."
I don't understand why
How are
you
you
come
think?
out and say you missed a call that won someone
Like
else
if
the
it's the
game
regular season, I
after the
understand,
game.
but like guys,
Like
this
you,
is playoffs. Do you know what 3-1 and 2-2 is? The difference is huge because even if Detroit wins game 5, you're still down 3. You're still down. You're
exactly,
still
you're
down
they're in the
3-2.
driver's seat.
Doesn't
You get to
Yeah,
play
it
three. Exactly.
doesn't mean anything. Oh my god, no, it's painful. It's very painful.
This shows are pretty bad. Like
Would you guys
yeah.
have preferred to just
Now you can talk now. Well.
oh because so like I'm talking about the ref that like said
Oh
that
yeah.
you would have preferred if he just kept
Just don't say anything.
Yes,
You've already made a
because at that
mistake.
point, don't say anything, bro. If it's a regular season, sure, talk, but like playoffs, nah, that's horrible. It's a very, very bad look on the league. Very bad look.
do you think he makes any sort of chance on the next series?
Against the Cavs, right?
Yeah, like no, considering how they look, do you think they can even like
I think they win one game at least.
do they have enough wins to like get them? So
I think they win one game, but like that series is wraps in 5.
like do you think or you don't think the series will be like 2-2?
No,
Which
too fun. Cavs them, New
he
York.
oh. I don't know, man. Like New York are not a better team, that much of a better team than Detroit, but they'll most likely walk away with this win now because of this 3-1 stuff.
Yeah,
Like are
for
they
sure. No, he's talking
the
about
gap?
Cleveland. And
Yeah,
No,
like the gap is there not still a big enough gap to where Cleveland still win this in 6 or
I think
less games.
6 games in 5 games. This is not passing. It's not passing 5 in 5 games. 5.
I don't know. That's the I can't really tell. I can't guarantee anything. I can't predict anything because I'm not sure at all. Like this.
I can predict Eastern finals is going to be Cavs and Celtics.
What about Bucks? Don't play on that.
So Bucks, yes.
I
No,
thought
I told the Bucks were around.
Giannis is fighting a cancer in that state. Like a literal cancer in
There
Cancun.
was one that was saying that Giannis has to show up with this thing. I thought he's not winning anything in this series. Even this game three, they even won by this game three, they won because this is what just I
Like
don't know, or just
Giannis
like
even
just
almost
check.
died that game. You know, Dame is out again. He has torn
Yeah,
his
I know he's
labia.
out. He's out
It's
for the
over.
year itself. That series is wraps, bro. Like, and Giannis is gone next year too.
Like, how do you even move
And
forward as a supporter of the Milwaukee Bucks? Like, you have no picks till 2031.
we'll go and
If
drink this.
Giannis leaves, if leaves, like that is it. Like
Find
that's it for you guys
find
for
a
your
different
tenure.
spot.
Nah, man.
Find a different spot. Like, bro, you just leave basketball until 2030.
Giannis.
Yeah, no. If Giannis leaves, how do you move forward as a Milwaukee Bucks supporter?
But they have zero assets.
Yeah, exactly. Don't have any access to 2031. So, hmm.
But they have to tank now. Like they don't have any other option. Because Milwaukee is not even like a big market. There's no chance pairing Giannis with another superstar in free agency.
Exactly.
There's no chance getting somebody even after Giannis is got in. Like it's not what happening. I think that's a dead organization. Just waiting to like blow up. Now this makes this summer very interesting because now all eyes are no longer going to be on KD now because things will start sneak peeking what's going on in Milwaukee and stuff like that. So we'll see. But if Giannis doesn't stay in the East, I'm
Oh,
about
I'm
to
serious. I'm done, bro. I'm done.
love basketball for the next 5 years, bro.
Bro, if
Because
it comes to the West, it's over, man. I'm never watching a game.
if
I'm
it,
still
if it comes to the
supporting
West, if it
as a
comes to the West,
support.
we just have to agree that whoever comes out of the West is the champion. Mentally just agree.
Yeah, like, do you understand? That's it. Like, I'm not supporting any team again. I'll just be supporting Western Conference winners. Like,
Bro,
what? Nah,
Giannis,
man.
bro, Giannis needs to. Oh my God.
If Giannis goes to a Houston, or KD goes to a Houston, or Giannis goes to where else can he go to that has
Wait,
young people?
what assets the what draft picks do Houston have? Is there a chance to get them both? See,
If they get Giannis and KD,
because
Adam
see,
Silver will have to step in or something.
that's the thing first, bro. The Suns right now, see right now, I think they're just not trying to win, but they will take anything for KD.
Yes, that's the thing.
Like they need to get that contract out. So and like they don't have any chance of the bill because he has to sign off. And like KD is like their next most valuable asset that they can give him. So I feel like this thing can grab KD easily, but they don't have enough to grab Giannis too.
I don't think if you get KD, I don't think if you can't get one, you can't get like KD, you can't get Giannis then get KD. You might have a better chance getting KD prior to Giannis, but once you get Giannis, like that's it. You have to stop them. So it's how if you want to get Giannis, you have to what they call it. You have to like hedge your bets that okay, if Giannis is who I want to get alongside somebody, I have to.
But then, but then, if you get KD first, I don't think the Bucks are going to entertain any
Yeah,
trade talks
they are not good.
to involve KD. You get Giannis. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like if that's true, but the thing is, if you get KD, you just got KD. You can't like you're not allowed. It's not allowed in the NBA for you to trade someone that soon after getting them. Stage.
No, I'm not talking about like trading KD. I'm talking about how they can get both Giannis and KD.
Hmm. I don't
Like,
know.
the thing is,
Because the
like, they
Bucks,
don't have
what do
draft
they
picks.
want? They don't have any draft picks till 2031.
The
So
Bucks, you can give them 3 first rounds. I don't know, maybe throw a Shengun in there. But they'll give you Giannis, bro. But Giannis is already out the door anyway.
I
Like,
think if Rockets lose in the first round, they have to throw everything they have at the box to get Giannis or KD. And if I'm then, I'll go after Giannis because, hey,
if
Jesus,
you're going for
getting that team with Giannis. Ah.
you're going for KD, then they should try and keep Chengun. Because that team will just make zero sense replacing Chengun and like that. It just make no sense. Like the only way you trade Chengun is you're getting Giannis. Well, yeah, I don't know. This thing, they have a lot to do. I think the problem is
KD will be KD
this is
KD will be a better will be a better fit on the Rockets
I
though.
think Jalen Green needs to be like
Green needs to go. Like what about any package they're sending out? There, Green needs to go.
Jalen Green is too.
That's
Jalen Green is gone, bro. One of the
yeah.
few
He's a
players
guy
in that
that
draft class that has not improved in anything at all.
at all like at all. Jesus, it's crazy.
No game skills, just raw
But
talent.
Who was the number one? Who was the number one pick in that draft? So
you know
Huh?
when he was being compared to Cunningham,
Yeah,
Cunningham.
that's the only time he plays well, when he's playing that guy that is better than him. You come and give you all the skills that you should have learnt already. I don't get it, man.
so
Your
kid is
kid is
miles.
so much better than
Kid is
him, and
miles
he's not
ahead of
working.
him now. My kid is miles ahead. Like
But if he plays kid
leagues
now,
ahead.
bro will play like his life depends on it, man. I don't know why he likes the guy too much or something.
Guys, getting. Look, if you look at the game, his game is not even close to polished. Okay,
Exactly. Like I don't understand what the off season work is for you if you're Jalen Green. Like, do you just not do anything?
Bro only works on scoring.
Like, and he doesn't score consistently for some
And
weird
it
reason.
doesn't score efficiently.
So insane. So I'm not a consistent or volume. I'm not a consistent, efficient or volume scorer. I'm just scoring from time to time, and I cannot defend. And I have the same IQ I had when I was 19. Like, bro, what have you now been in the league this long for if you're not going to improve? Like, this is just a Washington player waiting to happen. Just take your talents there. Go and have fun with these guys. Kuzma is not even there again. I guess Pool and friends. But Pool is getting smarter each year, I feel. And
Yes,
his game is improving. That's
it doesn't seem like he'll be there much longer. Like he's
yeah.
actually
People that I think will escape
It's still-
that hell is this guy, Bilal Koulibaly. That guy is in 3 years, bro, is out of that place, man. No way. Nobody they keep him trapped in. And that hellfire, seeing what he can do on D and yeah, like he reminds me so much of like a younger Kawhi as well. I don't know what it is. But like Jalen Green, you take Jalen Green out. If Amin Thompson can develop some sort of scoring ability, just maybe raise his PPG by 5 or something.
then, bro. Like, does that mean this whole experiment has failed? Hopefully?
I mean, it's not failed. You just saw an opportunity to hasten your chances of success. You really never really gave this a full test run. So you can't really say they failed. It's just like I have an opportunity to do something better. Why am I waiting on it?
Like, isn't like Jalen Green supposed to like give him this from I mean, around? Bro, this is the players have gotten James Harden. If they had James
Yeah,
Harden, I think Jalen Green would have been showing signs of improvement.
yeah, because there's something to work on. That man, you can't be leaning on that Fred, man.
Bro, Fred's game is not even that.
Fred is right now equally as inconsistent. So can't even can't even say like this thing. Fred has
No,
actually not had one good shooting night this entire series.
honestly, when I get Houston like a strong chance to make this difficult, I expected Fred Van Vliet to step up in some games. And he hasn't pulled through. He's just disappointed.
It's
He's just
pretty weird like that. I don't know what. Like Fred is just like I don't know. Like he's so weird when he plays. Like he's not even. He's like inconsistent, but like it's not like you have one magnet ball game. Maybe you have like 20 or like 15 shots or 14 or 12 shots. Maybe 7 for 12 or 7 for 15, and then you just play 7 for 30, 7 for 20, 5 for 18. every other game. Like I don't get how that happens. Why he keeps taking so many shots? Like Jalen Green, at least when he's not falling and he's just playing rubbish, he'll pass the ball up. Like, but why is Fred still taking that many shots? Just because he's a veteran. Like Jalen Green can equally handle the ball as well. So why is Fred starting and playing so many minutes every time for playoff experience? Like what? I don't know. I don't know why Ime is not utilizing Jabari as if Fred is one running Fred and Jalen Green offense when Jabari Smith is a mismatch for every gets a mismatch on every Warriors player he plays. Too fast for the big men to stay on him, too big for smaller guys to stay on him. And he can score. Like I don't know why that's the guy you should be running your offense to, him and Shengun. But you're playing Jalen Green offense and then give Shengun and let him walk. Backside.
You said they should have been running the offense too.
Like their primary scorer aside Shengun, I don't even know if Shengun should still like Shengun should start playing that Yoki role a bit more, and then your scorer is Jabari Smith. That guy is so like if you gave him a lot more green lights,
Burying
maybe
that.
huh?
They're burying him.
Yeah, I don't know why they are not playing like letting him get as many touches as someone like Fred. Yeah, especially Fred. Fred is really my main issue. No, stop stop giving this guy touches as if he's the best player on your team. Well, like I don't know. I think Houston, if they get K, if you get the opportunity to get KD, you get KD. Like it's Kevin Durant. You know,
Yeah, they have to.
it
I
doesn't
think they
matter.
have to. When they go out from one, they have to get KD. Throw everything on him. Jalen Green, whoever, just keep Shengun. Keep Shengun, keep Eason, keep bro. I don't know, keep bunch of those guys. Trade Van Vliet, Brooks, Green, just get KD. And then give them back their picks too. Get KD. They're
Yeah,
going to
like,
the West Finals next year.
and I don't think you should call it a failure. Like
Do
what
you guys believe that they are Kevin Durant away from the
from the Western Conference Finals. Everybody's the Kevin Durant away from the Western Conference Finals, aside
Yeah,
from
I actually think they are. They get
the
KD, they're going to
Houston?
the West Finals.
Bro, the Houston qualify under this category.
Houston with KD, like
is
that
who you need
defense.
to run KD with. That's the thing. If you
We
should
good
like
defenders too now.
yeah,
Like I don't
exactly.
know.
The only thing is the additional offense. Let's say you get
Just give no.
Fred out and you get
Just
a
give the
consistent
Suns their
defender.
picks back. Just give the Suns their picks back and then Green. Get KD, fine, leave Brooks, leave Eason, leave Shengun. You're okay. Leave Thompson, obviously. You're okay. The defense is still fine. You still have Adams too as well, Abby. You still have Adams, you still have Smith. You trade Smith. No, you can't trade Jabari Smith. You can't trade
Don't,
Smith. I
don't
don't know.
tell
I
me
think actually
you
yeah,
don't
you
get
can't
Giannis. Come on, man. It's
no, you
okay.
can't get no. Giannis is a horrible fit for them. They need someone that can they Giannis is a horrible
If they get
it's a horrible
KD,
fit for
it feels weird, right? If they get
them.
KD and then still go after Giannis.
If they
I don't
get
know.
both KD and Yanis, Jesus Christ of Nazareth,
Like,
come
I'm
on.
sorry, bro. This is
Like,
just
what
wicked.
are we doing?
They can actually because one team in the West is going to like KD and one team is going to like Giannis.
I think so too. I think so too.
Right, but where Giannis going?
But
Imagine
when
KD
When he goes,
Giannis ends up in LA on the Clippers,
I think so.
and then we draft Cooper Flag again to the West. Man, I hate this conference rubbish, please.
Bro, I hate the West, man. For real. What's
Pack it in.
for flag, Wemby?
Get it
Jesus.
done.
Only help me check if the boss is open.
It's over. It's over. There's nothing you can do again, man. It's game sets match. I don't know.
and like think about the fact that Milwaukee just do races. So I mean that's just one less thing that Boston has to worry about. That's just one less superstar they have to worry about. But life is about to go down for Jason Tatum going forward.
Oh,
For Jason Tatum going forward.
nah, man, bro is living the dream. Like, bro's already. The thing is, I can't even hate on the guy. Bro's already died in at the start of his career, facing star after star after star. Like, bro, it's raps, man.